Hello all. Uh, Today I am making this video for the purpose of telling you about preparing TEF Canada speaking, that is expression orale section B. Now, as you can see, expression orale section B, in this particular section, we get a module in which we have to play the roles of friends. That is army. Or in this video, I'm going to tell you what are the techniques by which you can prepare for your section B, that is expression orale. So number one tip, friends, in this particular video is that firstly, what you should do is that you should practice with some trainer if possible, or with some friend. And there are certain groups even on Facebook where you can put some post, or even there is a Telegram channel. I'll put the link below for the same, and you can go to that channel and you can also get some insight from there. And apart from that, you can also practice on your own as well. So now the thing is how to start preparing. If you are starting from scratch, so what are the tips for the same? So number one tip, friends, in that is firstly, you should have some topics in hand. For that reason, you should have an ebook, maybe an ebook written by some author. I am forgetting the name. So I'll also put a link for the book if you want in the description below, from where you can go, and if you want to buy, you can buy that book. It is also available online, and even in certain groups I think it is free of cost available. If you need it from my side, then simply comment below. I will definitely share maybe the link with you guys for the ebook that is free of cost, if you want it from me only, fine. Because I bought it online, but yes, there are people who made some, like you can say, ebooks on their own as well. So I have that book. I'll share it with you. Now, firstly, if you have the ebook, so for section B, you can check out the topics, and then the most important part is that you need to prepare the as you know, in the section B, the examiner is going to give you some arguments, and you have to convince the examiner that you should do this activity. Maybe possible if you are let's say if there are some classes, maybe guitar classes, you have to convince your friends for guitar classes. Maybe you have to convince him to become a guide, tourist guide, or maybe you have to convince him to do some activité solidaire. That means you have to convince your friend to do some to do some activity to help others, right? Like taking care of animals, or some topics like that. And your friend is going to tell you that he or she is busy, and he or she is not having time, and there are many do not have time for the same. And he may give you, I'm going to write the arguments. So your friend can say that I'm busy, I do not have time for the same, and I want to spend time with family. There can be many reasons like this. So what you need to do is you should prepare your counter answers for the same in the same fashion. Friends, if you have already a good knowledge of French, but if you are not going to prepare pinpointed things, that means pinpointed arguments which examiner is going to ask you, then I am pretty sure that will be very difficult for you to crack the exam, because in the actual exam pattern, examiner is going to give you many arguments, and if you do not know how to handle the arguments and how to come up with various ideas, then it will be really difficult and for you to manage those particular things. And I will be also discussing maybe in the next video how what are the objections and what are the possible answers which you can pick, and which you can actually give an exam, which can really help you to get a very good score, which also helped me to get the good score as well. Okay, so now moving further, uh, and apart from, after preparing a lot of, like, you should have at least you can say 50 arguments prepared with you. And if you need some document related to the same, I'll make it as well. The only thing is you have to tell it in the comment box. In the next video, maybe I will be discussing those arguments and depending upon your need. So if you have like 50 arguments, then I can assure you that out of these 50 arguments, like, which the examiner can possibly give you, at least you are going to let's say examiner is going to give you 10 arguments in exam, then you are going to face at least 6 or 7 out of them, because most of the time they are basic, and 3 or 4 may be a little bit different, right? So that depends upon, because I have given exam, so I know, and even I have come across a number of candidates, and even when I got successful in the speaking portion in expression oral, I would say, because we are talking about expression oral here. So even I have seen that many people were successful just by following simple steps. So that is the thing for today, friends. That is all. I will be discussing the next thing in the next video. Thank you.